Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to basketball action. Trevians and the Maine South Hawks after a tight game that went to overtime in their first meeting. We come right back the following day, and this is game number 2 in Park Ridge between the Trevians and the Maine South Hawks. Glad to have you with us wherever you may be on the network line. Hope you will enjoy this game. Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to basketball. We're here at Maine South. Trevians had the basketball to start things off. Kirkpatrick gave it off to Canellos. Back to Kirkpatrick. Back to Canellos. To the side. And Cohn dished it off to Kirkpatrick. The shot was short. And the Hawks have it. Now this year we're doing real home. Instead of going through the conference and then coming back and meeting each other, we're doing back-to-backs. Trevians played last night in real time, won in overtime by a point. (53-52). Kirkpatrick in for Monroe, and Jackson Monroe puts it in for the deuce. Maine South with the basketball. These games have always been intense, or last couple of years have been kind of intense. There have been years when New Trier is dominated here. Outside for the three. No. Kirkpatrick to Geis, and Geis goes for the 2. Nope, a little short on the shot. And coming back. Up top. This school is the alma mater of Dave Butts, very famous football player. Adam Rosales, former major leaguer, baseball. And trying to drive the lane for the putback on his own shot and got fouled. And Kirkpatrick with the foul. Hillary Rodham Clinton, another alum of this school. Shot is short. And the second is good. Kirkpatrick to Canellos. Canellos across the timeline. Gave it to Monroe. Geis. Back up top. And going for the 3. No, short. Monroe with the rebound back up top. And the reset. Canellos dished it off. And Kirkpatrick lost the handle. Last touched by Maine South, though, so Trevians will retain possession. And we have our COVID timeout, I think. Yep. 4-2 the score, favor of Maine South. Early in the going here. The inbound, Canellos. Back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick. Up top, Geis. In tight for Monroe, and Monroe with the reverse layup puts it in. And we're tied at 4. Boy, I'm showing my age. I remember that song that clapping comes from. Let's Go by the Rooters. Was that? Got to be, what, 1963, 62? 63, I think. Canelos. Up and no. Off the fingertips, out of bounds. Maine South tried to save it and put it on the line, and New Trier will keep possession. Other way, I know I'm getting old. Today I came out of a store and had a 20-something tell me, "Take care, old man." I suddenly am going, do I really look like an old man now? Inbounded. I mean, it was in fun. I mean, it's not like I'm, but suddenly it makes you feel very old. It's like when you start being called Gramps and stuff like that. Up top, Hawks drive the paint, put it up, no. Monroe had it, and as he brought it down, he got fouled. Kirkpatrick to Canelos. On the side. In the corner. On the rotation. And Fagan put it outside, going for the 3, and rolled in by Kirkpatrick. First quarter action. Outside 3, yes. Trevians with the basket. Trevians with the basketball. Up top, Monroe. Back to the side, Kirkpatrick to Canelos. And Monroe tries for an outside shot. No. Stolen. And then jump ball. And alternate possession to the Hawks. And line change time for the Trevians. Brave Boy, P-Car. Tied at 7 here on the score. Minute 40 left to play in the quarter. Fagan. Toth. I think I got everybody. Oh, Kolak. Didn't get everybody. Now I do. Up top, underneath, and up and in. Got behind the defense. or the defense let him get behind them. Golak up top going for the three. Fegan, that was short. And Maine South going to hold it for the last shot here, I guess. They are notorious for doing this sort of thing. I've seen them do it like from 2 minutes left to go in a quarter. First quarter. And going for the three, no. Kolak and El Alley-oop one at the buzzer, nope. And we're done with the first quarter. And Trevians down by a couple of points here. As we go to the second quarter, down by 2, 9-7. And Kolak inbounds it to Picard. Picard to the corner, back on top to Picard. Kicked out top. Whoops, a zigzag play. And the Hawks have it. And the run and the gun for the Deuce. Four-point Hawk lead. To the side, back up top. And off the fingers, out of bounds. But the foul. And line shift again. Going for the three from the corner. Wide to the left. Just grazed the rim. Up and no. Try again for the hook. No. Loose on the floor, and the Trevians finally pick it up. Canales. Monroe, and Monroe is fouled on a blocking fault. The inbound, the up, and count it. And chance at the three-point play the hard way for Monroe. So Jackson Monroe goes to the line. And makes it for the three-point play. I would expect this game to be a close scoring game. The two teams fairly equal. Into the paint, off the fingertips, out of bounds. Last touch by the new Trier. They're only using one side of the stands here. Like all the high schools, the only difference is at New Trier is they're putting the press people, as it were, including myself, on one side and the fans on the other. Canales, up top, Geis. And a nice backdoor play to Jackson Monroe. Out top, And foul. Trevian foul. Maine South will inbound in front of the New Trier bench. Yeah, such as it is in these pandemic times. To the side, back up top. And from the outside for the three. Switcheroo for three. Inside. Back up top. Geis. Corner. Kirkpatrick. Yes. Switcheroo for three. By Josh Kirkpatrick. Across the timeline. Up top. To the side. And again, the back door. For the Hawks. Canellis. And Trevians with the back door. Right back. Jackson Monroe. Monroe seems to be having a good night tonight. At least so far. He is the tallest player on the floor at 6'8". Up top, no. Turn around, they shot a bit heavy. Looked like it might have been off to the right, too. That was Canellis with the shot. And a foul, player control foul, and the Maine South coach is livid about it. And he is screaming and has gotten a technical. And he's still hot on the floor. So New Trier will get the technical shots, and then we'll get the basketball back. Trevians lead by a point here. Will Geis gets the first of the technical shots. 2-point Trevian lead. 3-point Trevian lead. And the Trevians will inbound and get possession. Kirkpatrick to Canellis. I think the Maine South player put his shoulder or his forearm into the New Trier player is how he got it. Whoops, up and down. And it's Maine South basketball. Up top of the key, takes the shot, deuce. Canellis. Across the timeline. Up top again to Canellis. Geis. Back to the point guard. And the shot, no, bit heavy. Come on right back. To the corner, up top. Tried to turn and got the Trevian defender to back away. And a free shot, as it were, and makes it. On the side, going for the tree. Yes, swishery for three. Fegan, I think. Or was that Will Geis? It's hard to tell because we have half the team basically is the same size. And Geis is 22 and Fegan's 23 inside. And bounced around and whatever, and a foul, Trevian foul. In the dive for the ball. That was Fegan. I'm going to have trouble with that all year long, I think. Of course, there aren't that many more games left. 1, 2, 7 more games is all. Up and no. So we're actually halfway through the season. This game, it makes it halfway through the season. And the foul and the 2 shots. Missed the first. Missed the second as well. Kirkpatrick gave it on. Canelos to Kirkpatrick. In for Monroe. Monroe backing in on, dished it off, going for the 3, short. And coming back right away. Going for the 3, yes. And Maine South suddenly getting hot from the outside. And errant pass. Picked off. Maine South with the basketball. Trevians are 5-1 on the season. Or 6-1. 6-1, 7-1. Lost track. I know we've only had 1 loss at the Glenbrook South. Outside for the 3, no. And up and in for the deuce. Canelos, and he lets loose a bomb, try and go for the 3, no. And we are at halftime. And Maine South leads by 3 as we start the second half here of this one. Trevians will inbound it. Kirkpatrick to Canelos and back to Kirkpatrick. Canelos in the corner. Kirkpatrick. Back top, Canelos. To the corner. And Kirkpatrick goes for a 3. No, wide right. And Maine South, despite the efforts of Monroe, brings it back. Up, no. Try again, no. And Canelos brings it the other way. Tries to go the length, up, and scoops it up and in. And a 1-point Maine South lead. And the foul on Geis, being a little aggressive to stay with him. Maine South will inbound under their own basket. Up top. Corner. Into the paint. The jumper and the deuce. Back to a 3-point Maine South lead. Canelos inside Monroe. Turnaround, takes the shot, deuce. 1 point. Maine South lead. And the foul on the hand. Peter Canelos with the foul. And once again, the Hawks will inbound it. And all alone in the paint, and the easy deuce on the inbound. Canelos and Kirkpatrick for the three. That was blocked. On the floor, up ahead, up and in. And Maine South spreading the lead a little bit here. Geis. And he had his shot stuffed. Loose on the floor, and the block foul against the Trevians. And Fegan checks in. Geis will check out. 5-point Maine South lead. Up and no, but 2 shots. Missed the first. Got the second. Inbounded by Monroe to Canelos. Kirkpatrick up top to Canelos. Monroe. And Monroe had it blocked, out of bounds. Possession possession to Maine South. Hawks up top. Like I said, one of the things about the pandemic, as another deuce here, is you get to hear the coaches and you get to hear fans a little better. Timeout taken by the Trevians. Trevians down by 8. Trevians came back last night down like this. They were down in the third quarter, too, same as tonight. And backdoor, try it, no. And Maine South with the foul. Dutrier will keep possession. Kirkpatrick will inbound. Up top, and didn't get it out far enough. Last touch by Fegan, and it will still be Maine South basketball. They're up by 8 points here. Hawks with the rotation. Up top. And going for the 3, no. The 2, no. Second one, and possession retained by Maine South. Trevians had a hand on it. Couldn't keep it in bounds. Becar checks in for Kirkpatrick. 3.5 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Out of bounds. Now it's still Maine South. I think there's a foul in there. Or was that 3:51 left to play? And Kolak, Carlo Kolak checks in for the Trevians. Up top. Inside. Takes the shot. Yes. I guess it was 3:51. Hard for me to read that. The camera didn't adjust fast enough. Up top. Fegan. Kolak. And dished off. And 2-on-1 break. And it broke down. Monroe. Put it to the top. And a 3-ball for Fegan. From the outside for a 3, short. Trevians with the rebound. Picard. Back to Picard. And going for the 3. Yes. Fegan again. Swishery for 3. And the Trevians making a move back here. Going for the 3 from the corner. Nope. Trevians with the rebound. Picard. And Fegan for the 3. No. But there was a foul in there on with one of the Trevians. Monroe checks out. Maine South with the basketball. Glad to have you on our network, wherever you may be. Where this year our games are on YouTube. In addition, Trevians have cut the lead to just 4. Got the front end. No, it's no good. Hit the wire up on top. New Trier basketball out of bounds. We're also on New Trier television, on cable. Outside for another 3. And the Trevians are down by just a single point here. Couple of 3s here, and the Trevians have gotten right back into this ball game. Picard, Brayboy, back up top. Picard goes for the 3, yes! And the Trevians have taken the lead here. Trevians lead by 2. Drive the baseline. Up and no. Kick back out high. To the side. And on the reach in, the foul. Brayboy with the foul. Trevians lead by 2, 38-36. Lead by a point. Canelos checks back in for New Trier. And missed the second. Trevians lead by a point. 38-37. Canelos. Fegan back to Canelos. Back to Fegan. Brayboy. Canelos. Fegan. Canelos. To the side. Back up top. The drive, the scoop up and in by Canelos at the buzzer. And the Trevians lead is 3. As the Trevians are with a spectacular comeback here, lead at 40-37 as we go to the fourth quarter. Maine South with the inbound. Up top. Going for the 3 from the outside. No. And push-off foul underneath. Fegan to Canelos. Fegan. Canelos. Kick back out high. Canelos tries to drive again. No. Loose on the floor, but the foul. I think they're saying jump ball. Possession to the Trevians. And again, the coach hot on that one. Make it I think he thought it was a foul up over the top. He better be careful. He gets another technical, and he's out of the game. Up top, Picard. Kolak. Brought back out by Canelos. And Fegan for 3. Swishery for 3. And the Trevians have extended their lead a little bit. And the foul. Yep. Frustration, perhaps, but it was a foul. One and one. And missed the front end of it. Fegan to Canelos. Canelos brings it across the timeline as the point guard. Brayboy back to Canelos. Canelos. And going for the 3. No, short. Picked up No. Moved into Fagan in the paint and the foul. One of the things I always say when I hear parents yelling and screaming, the kids play the game, you don't. Trevians lead by 6. The other thing is, an official is like your mother. They're always right. Even when they're wrong, they're right. And if for no other reason, because they said so. I don't know how many times, when you get in a fight with your mother and you keep on going, well, why can't I? And the response is, because I said so. And that's it, Canelos. Up top. Back again. And to Canelos. He tries to drive again. This time it was stuffed. Coming back. Or blocked anyway. Up no. On the fingertips. Trevians have it. Picar to Canelos. Trevians with the lead. Picar, Canelos. Canelos. Back to Picar, back to Canelos. To Picar, to Canelos. Oh, it wasn't Picar. Who was that? Kirkpatrick, it was. And that's going to be a forward and back. And we're at the COVID pandemic break. 3:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Trevians with the lead. Trevians trying to sweep the series with Maine South. Up and in for the deuce. Canelos. Gave it on. Fagan. Top of the key. Gave it off to Kirkpatrick. Swishery for 3. And Maine South with the basketball. Going for the 3, no. Trevians with the rebound. Canelos. Picar. Errant pass. And up and in for the deuce. Picar. And Trevians take a timeout. And Trevians going to take a full timeout. 2:05 left to play. Trevians lead at 5. Trevians with the basketball. New Trier. Gave it to Kirkpatrick. Canelos back to Kirkpatrick. On the side. And they said Maine South deflected it. So it's not a backcourt violation. Geis. Will Geis with the basketball. And we're getting to the point where Maine South will start fouling here, I'm sure. They've got a lot to give. Knocked out of the hands of Canelos and out of bounds. Trevians will sideline inbound after a Maine South substitution. Kirkpatrick inbounds it. Canelos and the foul, and still got a couple to give there. I think that's only the fourth foul. Still New Trier basketball. Inbounded. And the foul. And again, Kirkpatrick with the inbound. Geis underneath, and Jackson Monroe. And timeout taken. 7-point Trevian lead. And going for the three. Yes. And another timeout taken. Basically 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the foul. Are we at the shooting? No, not yet. That's the sixth foul, so the next one will be. Onan. And the foul. And Will Geis to the line. Will gets the first. Got the second as well. Geis comes out and Picar comes in. Inside, oh my, wide open, and the deuce, and the timeout again. Trevians, the inbound, and the foul right away. And Kirkpatrick will go to the line with the one hand. Maine South going to foul New Trier every time New Trier touches the ball here. That's how they usually play. Kirkpatrick got the first. Got the second. Up top. Inside, and gave it right to Monroe. And Jackson Monroe gets fouled. And Monroe will go to the line. And Jackson gets the first. Got the second as well. The run and the deuce. And again, Maine South with their timeout. And the foul, and Will Geisa again will go to the line. Like I said, they're going to foul every time. And we'll miss the first. We're in the super bonus. Missed them both. Well, that's a surprise. Up top. And going for the three at the buzzer. He hits it. And the final score, New Trier 54 and Maine South 51. This is Mark Braun. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Stick around for more sports action all the way down our network line. And for all of us, we hope you have enjoyed this broadcast. Join us on YouTube all during the season, and also join us on our cable affiliate. And for all of us, we say as always, thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. This has been a Metro Chicago Sports Network copyrighted presentation, all rights reserved.